You guys had a child. Doesn't matter that you guys aren't married. It's going to just be harder for him if he wants to get custody and things depending on where you're located because you guys were never married. But that doesn't make him immune to child support. Nope, sure doesn't. So the government is going to end up in your relationship one way or another. What I'm going to tell you is I'm really glad that he's a piece of shit that refused to ever get married, because that's going to make your exit strategy much easier. Because one, he's not your son's father. Remember? Because he doesn't want to get married again, or doesn't want to get married, period. So with that, he's not your son's father. He's your boyfriend. That's it. Not a fiance, because he's not going to marry you. And I love the whole, oh, you can change your name and we'll do a little ceremony, but I'm not going to sign the paper. You know, the one thing that makes it legal. That's not how this works. So, number one, you are the asshole because you are staying there and you are allowing this to happen. I am going to tell you that blended families are not easy. I know that there was some rough times between my husband and my oldest daughter when him and I first got together, because she was almost 14 and she was at that age, you know? And there were things that my husband would tell me he wanted to do, and I'd flat out tell him, nope, that is not your right. You do not get to make that decision. And guess what? He may not have liked it, but he respected it because of the fact that I told him up front what the agreement was for co-parenting between me and my ex, flat out. Okay? So I'm going to let you know that, one, he's got to go. Two, you're saying that you're a stay-at-home mom, probably because of the child you had 4 years ago, your daughter. And he is treating you like this. He is taking you to go get groceries, and then all of a sudden you're not allowed to have groceries because this person is being disrespectful. This person's going to want to see Halloween stuff. Excuse me, what? You're having to ask him for money to go get groceries? You're not on the joint account that, you know, he works in construction. His paycheck goes in the joint account. You don't have that? That's called financial abuse, because he's making you financially dependent on him. I'm not sure when your daughter will be 5, which is when kindergarten starts, but if you are sadly adamant enough to stay and continue this, as soon as your kid hits kindergarten, you better get yourself a part-time job and you better start putting that money aside. But I'm also going to tell you that your 14-year-old son, if you continue to let this go with the way it's going, he's going to hate your boyfriend and he is going to resent you because you saw what was going wrong and you did nothing to stop it. You are not protecting your son from your boyfriend. Your boyfriend threatens to take his door off his hinges. Oh, he's not allowed to have this. Now, see, if he had gotten in trouble and was grounded, I get the no devices, right? In his room, whatever. But what's the purpose to throw a rule just to throw a rule? This is a control mechanism of your boyfriend. So, stop being controlled. Go find your backbone wherever you lost it previously and ram it right back up there. Right back up there. Get that backbone back. And let your boyfriend know that is your son. And he will not do that. You stated, I did see in the notes that, you know, he wanted to add all the dishes to your son, but you listed all the things that are your son's chores, which, by the way, there is no allowance that comes with them. And yes, you did have dishes on there because your boyfriend added it 2 weeks ago. There's also the trash, the mowing, all those things. In detailing your boyfriend's 2 construction work trucks weekly, is your boyfriend paying him for that? That's not your son's job. That's some bullshit right there. So, put on your big girl panties, reinsert that backbone, throw that doormat mentality that you are displaying out in the trash, and let your boyfriend know, under no circumstances is this going to be accepted. And this wasn't a problem until X amount of years ago, and you started acting this way. So, yes, I'm willing to discuss therapy. Yes, I'm willing to discuss those things to get us back on track. But if you're not willing to participate in those things, then we are going to end things right now. And cool, thank you for not marrying me because it's going to make this a whole lot easier. But hey, say hi to the government because they are going to be knocking on your door to inform you of your child support responsibilities. And be done with it.